This is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. Today we're going to do a video review on the Shift Vertex leather jacket, okay? Let's start by talking about sizing. Give you guys a good 360 of this coat. I am today still 5 feet 11 inches tall, 200 pounds on the money with a mildly athletic build. I am wearing a size large and it feels perfect. I still have the vest liner in underneath this coat, okay? And remember, with a perforated leather jacket, keep the liner in mind, because the reality with this would be you will probably only use the liner on a very small percentage of your rides, okay? And it definitely adds a little bulk to the inside of the coat. For me, the coat becomes even more comfortable without the liner, okay? So just bear that in mind. When you're buying a perforated leather, the vest liner is a nice option to have, but it's something you're probably not going to utilize very much. So I would suggest sizing it to the warm weather riding, which would be minus the liner. Nevertheless, here we are, size large in the Vertex. This is the white that I have on. There are two colorways. We have the black hanging up just in front of me now. Give you a nice 360. I love the way this jacket looks and feels. Nice tailored fit. The only thing I did do is I adjusted the sides, the waist. There are two snaps to choose from. I went to the one furthest back to snug the waist up just a little bit. Let's talk about the difference between the two colorways. One thing that we've noticed is the white has more perforation up front. Ryan, if you want to pan over here to the black, it's not a humongous difference, but the white is just perfed all the way up, and on the black it's all perfed down here in the lower torso, and then we have different variations here in the perforation. Still quite a bit, but just not quite as much as the white colorway. Alright, and that's just something we've noticed between the two. Other features and benefits are going to be, we have external pockets, both sides of the jacket. They're zippered, okay? Mirror image here on the other side. Nice zipper pull here, a leather zipper pull on the jacket. Makes it easy to grab a hold of it, zip it up and down. If you look at the cuffs on the coat, these are going to work well with a short glove or a gauntlet glove, okay, the way they close up. So the only time that you would really have an issue with a gauntlet is if the gauntlet has a really tight, opening in the upper portion of the gauntlet. You might have trouble getting it over the jacket. Most gauntlet gloves are going to accommodate this with no worry. Just wanted to point that out. It uses the semi-locking zippers here, okay, which is nice because when they're in the up position, they can't pull open, and it also keeps the zipper pull out of the way, okay. That is the same both sides. Accordion panel here in the elbow. Got some vents here at the top. Aramid stretch panels here. Jacket's very comfortable. It's going to flow tons of air without a question. Let's go ahead and get this off and give you a look from the inside out. We feel the quality on the Shift line is excellent. It's made in one of the best factories in the world. It's one of those lines when you get it in your hands and you have a look at it, you feel very confident in the quality and construction of the garment. Here is the vest liner, okay? It has a zipper on both sides. Let's go ahead and undo that. At the top, we have 3 snaps. Undo those. Like I said, realistically, most are going to use this a very, very small percentage of their actual time in the jacket. Got a couple more snaps here at the bottom. One more here. There we go. Here's the true liner for the coat. Nice printed detail here from Shift. You can see it's a size large. We have a breast pocket here, internal. Put your wallet, your cell phone, the important stuff in there. Okay? Breast pocket again on the other side. Same deal. It's a great place to store the important things. Down here, the base of the jacket, we have a zip to attach to any of the Shift pants. Okay, we've got a full circumference, and then we also have an 8-inch, so you can choose which one works best for you. We have a loop down here to attach to a belt loop or your belt on your pants. That's to keep the jacket down. Alright, when you are riding on the freeway, you're in the riding position on a sport bike. Let's have a good look at the back of the coat. Here's the waist adjusters that I talked about. You've got 2 snaps to choose from. I chose the tightest setting. Okay, perforation in the back, perforated here at the base of the neck, underneath the little race hump here, down here in these 2 jets, perforated. We have some perforation here in the detail as well. So the jacket is, for a leather riding jacket, it's going to be comfortable, it's going to move a very solid amount of air. Lots of cool details here from Shift. Got a neoprene collar, it felt really nice against the neck. Okay, it's trimmed the rest of the way here in some nice microfiber. Still felt very nice. To access the armor on this coat, let's start with the back pad that is included. Undo this Velcro pocket here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and kind of pull it out. It's just a soft back pad. Okay, nothing real fancy. Still adds protection to the coat. To get to the rest of the armor, undo the zipper here, the base of the jacket, and then you need to slide up inside the coat. Let's go for the race hump first. It is removable. Now realistically, most of you are never going to pull this out. We're going to do it now just because it's there and we can. Much like the race hump on the suit, just a solid piece of rubber. Okay, it adds some protection, certainly some good looks. But by it being solid, what it does is it makes the perforation here at the top of the race hump and these vents here sewn more cosmetic than actually functional. Okay, so we point that out. Let's have a look at the shoulder armor. It's held in by 2 patches of Velcro, one on the top, one on the bottom. It's the GP Race Style Hard Outer Shell, energy absorbing foam. Okay, same stuff they're putting in the suit, so you're getting a good level of protection with the Vertex jacket. Let's go down to the elbow. At the top of the elbow and forearm armor, you have a Velcro patch. Undo that, and then come down to the bottom. There is going to be just a small pocket that it slides into. Pull it out, and here you go. Hard outer GP shell, energy absorbing foam, CE certified, same stuff we saw in the Vertex suit. Well, I think we've pretty well covered it. Very nice coat. Once again, I wore a size large, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 200 pounds with a mildly athletic build. I think it felt great. It's a very nice jacket from Shift. This is the Vertex leather jacket from sportbiketrackgear.com.